During the year of the Cobra, a prisoner captured by unknown means was transported into the Exiled Lands, crucified, and left to die for crimes that they may or may not have committed. Death comes swiftly on black wings, until fate intervenes.
Thirsty, dead man. Shall I cut you down from that corpse tree? It might kill you. You civilized men are soft. Your lives are not nailed to your spines. I come from, we kill our enemies in battle. We don't leave them in the desert to die like dogs. So, you live again, dead man. This land does not love men. You are marked. You cannot cross the ghost fence wearing that. It might have been kinder to leave you on the cross. Live, love, burn with life, slay and survive. We will meet again, dead man.
Hello everyone, it's Ironhammer here, and today we're starting a new series in Conan Exiles. They recently had the enhanced update, and I'm looking forward to see how things have changed. So we are starting off here after that lovely intro with our first journey being the survivors. So we're going to investigate the smoke nearby, and we're going to search the desert for other exiles. So we want to go here, we're searching for some supplies. Got a roasted haunch. So we can place it in our inventory. Is there anything else here we can pick up? Pick up some stone, which we will need that later. Gather any bushes. We can also gather some bushes. We will need lots of plant fiber. With the insects, you can eat them. I don't know how well good that tastes, but in video game land, eating bugs is very nutritional. Let's see. Did I miss anything? I think so. So with our water skin, which is one of the requirements, we can either drink from our inventory or put it on the hot bar. So I have it on my hot bar. If I hit 7, I drink. Let's go gather the plant fibers. And now we need to craft some clothing. So we got our foot wraps. I just want to make 1. Coarse gloves, 1. Leggings, 1. And tunic, 1. So here if I hit R, it crafts 1. Space to craft a mini. If I have the materials, F to craft 10, or I can clear the queue with Q. Let's go in, and it's already equipped all of the stuff that we made. Let's continue on. Let's see. For the next one, spend attribute points. So if we press G, we come to our attributes. I've got 2, so I'm going to put that in vitality and expertise for right now. I just want to grab some more fiber, bugs, tasty, tasty bugs. It wants us to continue north out of the southern desert in search of more exiles. At our map, started here, so we're going to continue north to the river. Got that nice drumming sound in my ears. Keep following the road north. Currently, I do not have any mods running. The one mod I did have, which was a UI mod, I don't think has been adjusted for this, so... Let's see here. Looks like he's having a bad day. He's missing his leg. That has to hurt. So E to interact.
Curse this sandstorm. We were forced to take refuge before the wind scoured the skin from our faces. There is something in the storm. Beasts. We hear the skittering of their paws outside the ruins, and their howls mingle with the screaming winds. The men are scared. I've put them to work crafting rudimentary weapons and torches from the loose stones and rough plants that dot this place. I've yet to meet a beast that liked fire, or the bite of the axe.
Let's see, we need to gather some branches. Maybe some laying on the ground over here. Now it wants us to craft a stone pick, so we go over here and craft. I do like to keep the pickaxe as a number 3 on my toolbar. Now we have that, and we can harvest stone. The next step is to craft a weapon. I don't have any weapons unlocked just yet, so if we go to knowledge, we can look here and let's see here, weapons. So we can unlock archer for 0, bruiser for 0, defender for 0 points. It shows down here at the bottom. Press F. Skirmisher and warrior. And so defender is for your shields, bruiser is for your stone maul, stone pike, your two-handed sword. Warrior is just a stone sword and sword and club. So Bruiser's two-handed weapons, Defender is shield, Archer obviously bows and arrows, Skirmisher is going to be your stone daggers, stone spear, bone claws, throwing axe, and of course your Warrior is your one-handed stone sword and stone club. So we have those. We have another attribute point. Oh, we got two more. So I'm going to put that into grit and vitality for now. Okay. Now, I want to craft... I don't have enough to craft a wooden shield just yet. But I want to craft... Where is it? I don't think I have enough to make any weapons either. Yeah, I still need some branches. So let me grab some more branches along the way. Is up here. And I am collecting a lot of fiber because we will need it later for crafting. When we build our little hut. And to gather, you just press and hold E. And you will pick up things on the ground. And you'll pick up things from the bushes. Grab out some branches. Really wasn't ready to fight that guy, but man, we got him with our fists. Here we go. There we go. And with that, you can harvest corpses with your pickaxe or a stone axe. Go ahead and drop that there, drop that there. We will talk about arrow flesh and meat later, but I want to make a stone hatchet real fast. Go ahead and make some bandages. I'll put my bandages as 8 on the bar. Go ahead and get some trees, get some wood, get some branches so we can craft a shield and craft a weapon. Use a bandage to heal up real fast. So we now have... I don't want a bone shield. I want to craft a regular shield. When it comes to crafting, if you saw down here, it was crafting some twine. So if you don't have the needed materials, then what it does is it will auto craft what it can. So for instance, I needed twine. I don't have twine in my inventory, but I do have enough fiber to make it, which you can see we've almost run out of our fiber already. Within Conan, whenever you craft something and it needs, like for instance, it needed twine, if you don't have it, it will auto-craft it. And so that does save some time, so you don't have to go digging around trying to figure out what all you need. It doesn't always do this, but for the most part it does, which makes life really easy. For the weapon, I want to make a stone club. So we should be good for our combat. Yep. To block with control. Light attacks are just a left mouse click. Heavy attacks are right. So, gather up some more fiber real fast. Our next survivor quest or journal part is going to be to craft a bedroll. So we go in here, find bedroll, craft one. So the bedroll allows us to respawn if we should die. Just in my normal playthroughs, I usually die a lot in the beginning. I get a little overconfident and forget that I am a noob and get squashed. So let's see. For right now, I'm just going to put this right here. I can walk up, hold E for options, and I can return this back to my inventory and move it later. So, but for now, we're going to have it right there. And next is to slay an enemy. So let's run along and see if we can find an enemy looky there. Okay, so now we can press Q to get all the loot and harvest some bone, harvest some hide. Next is to heal ourselves. Use the wraps. For healing, you can either use wraps or you can use weak aloe extract. This will also heal you as well. Alrighty, so now it wants us to harvest meat from a corpse. So I need to find stone. Yep. So a shellback should be perfect for this. We'll use our axe real fast to get us some meat.
You picked the wrong fight. Taste death. Gods take you. Die.
Let's get out of here before we do die. Run away. And they killed me. So thankfully I built the bed and I died right next to it. You can see my bedrolls there. My death is right here. And it respawns me on my bedroll. Unfortunately, when you respawn, you lose everything. I didn't change any settings to the game. So when upon death, everything drops. So if we just run over here real fast. Oh, look at that handsome fella right there with absolutely hardly nothing. Get my gear back. Now it wants us to refill the water skin, so if I walk up to the edge of this lovely river and press 7 for my water skin, it will refill. Primitive survivor, it wants us to, it wants us to unlock the primitive cook knowledge, so if we go to our knowledge, let's see here, it wants us to unlock primitive cook right here, and it costs 1 point. Unlocked. And now we need to build and place a Campfire. Place the campfire down. So in order for the campfire to work, we need our fuel, which in order to split, shift, right click. So we put our fuel, we put in our meats, don't have much. Hit the play button and it will start to cook for us. Alrighty, so now we can pull this over to our inventory. I want to pull that back to my inventory because we will take it with us. And now we have some good old meat to eat. So we have grilled steak. I eat that, and if you noticed, it also improved my stats. It bumped me up to 251 health. Well, and we'll talk about this more later, but food does buff you. So it buffed up my health to 251, and we also completed that journey. So we have completed the survivor journey, which gives us some rewards. I will claim these later after we do the shelter because it's going to give me a bunch of stuff that I don't want to carry around. And so the steps to completing this journey were to take your first steps, investigate the smoke, search for supplies, eat and drink, gather the plant fiber, craft and wear the clothing, spend your attribute points, search for other survivors, gather stone, branches, craft a stone pick, harvest stone, craft a stone weapon, follow the road, craft your bedroll, place your bedroll, slay the enemy. It's not listed here, but get slain by the enemy. And then, craft your healing wraps, heal yourself, harvest meat, refill the water. Just kind of basic. This is the basics to the game. And so now we're going to switch to the next journey, which is going to be the survival shelter. And I want to build on this little island here. I normally have always built over here in this area along the river, but I want to build over here. There's a few camps. There's I believe a named thrall here. There's some other fun stuff over here at the end of the river that we'll eventually get to one day, but I want to build in this area, so I'm going to mosey on over to there. Whenever I get there, we will circle back, and so I will see you when I get to our base location. So I just wanted to show, I was mentioning that there was a named thrall, and here she is, and she is chasing me right now. We have Inika of Samaria. I am not going to fight her, because she will spank my booty really hard, and we got other things to do, so I am going to run away to fight another day. Looks like she got distracted, so we are actually here where I wanted to build our new base. So let me run up here, and we're going to go ahead and take care of this crocodile real fast so he doesn't interrupt our base building in a second. Okay, this is the little island that we want to build our base. I am going to clean up some of the stone and the trees here. And so once I finish doing that, I will cut back and we will focus on what to do with the survival shelter journey. See you soon. Okay, I wanted to cut back real quick because I've cleared out a pretty good area, and also I am over encumbered. So if you look in the top left corner, you will see the flashing symbol. It looks like a weight. It's got a red background and it's flashing at us. that means that I have way too much stuff in my inventory. So I've got 450 stone, 509 wood, and a few other things, which has put me over what my weight limit is. So with this, that means I can't move fast. I can sprint, but it just makes me do a very brisk walk. So we either walk slow or we briskly walk. Thankfully, we're right here where we want to build. And so the next part of our survival shelter journey is to open up the knowledge menu and purchase the apprentice mason knowledge. So that's going to be this first one right here. We unlock it. And do I have enough to go ahead and unlock boxing? Okay. So it wants me to cut down a tree. And I've already cut down most of them. Let me do this. I'm going to waddle over here and cut down a tree real fast. I'll cut back once I do all that, and then we will continue from there. We'll see you soon. All right, we've cut down our tree. Now it wants us to craft a construction hammer. So we'll go over here, select the construction hammer, craft one. You see it's making the twine. And then it made my construction hammer. So we will put that here in place of the campfire. Now we can build foundations. And so let's briefly waddle over here. And you know what? I think I'm going to build it right here. I think right here in this narrow little area will be a nice little starting spot. So I want to kind of build this up out of the ground, so that's as high as it'll go there. Bring it down a couple notches. So in the middle you can see the green outline, but in the middle you can see the arrow, which kind of points where the quote-unquote front of the building piece will be. So when it comes to these foundations, they look the same no matter which direction. I mean, if it's got a decoration, it'll be different, but for what we're building with, it's going to be the same. So I'm going to put down 1, 2, 3, and another 3, and finally the last 3. Now it wants us to build a wall. So we hit, if we look down at the bottom right, copy a building piece is middle, mouse button. The construction inventory is F. To switch or remove. To switch to remove mode or delete, you press that and you can delete. And then place is the left mouse click, and to exit is X. But anyways, building mode. I want to build we'll go with this arcane window. So put one there. One there. Now we need to build the door frame. There. We need to use the building piece picker, so that's where you just middle mouse click, and now I can place some windows. But before we do that, I'm going to just do this. 1, 2. Okay. It wants us to build a ceiling, so when it comes to building the ceiling, you have the thatch sloped roof, which is not the ceiling. That's a sloped roof. It doesn't count for the ceiling. For the ceiling, you want the actual sandstone ceiling. So we can put that. And now it wants us to put a door. So for the door... So here, for instance, it needs 3 twine. I try to click. It doesn't let me play. So this is one of those times where you have to manually make the twine yourself. So let's see. Where is the twine? It requires 3 fiber. I only have 2. So we need to get some fiber real fast. So let me grab some fiber, and then we will come back once I have that. Okay, we are back, and we need to make 3 twine. So 1, 2, 3. Pull up our build menu. We have our door selected, and now we can place our door. Now it's wanting us to build a wooden box. I have already purchased the wooden box, but if you have not, if you come to your knowledge, you select box maker, and it will allow you to build the wooden box. So we go into our build menu. And it will be under, let's see, pieces. It was under decorations, storage, wooden box. That doesn't look right. Let's see. Okay, there it goes. About to say it was showing iron, and I'm like, we haven't made it to iron yet. So for the wooden box, we need 100 wood and 12 twine. So if I go in here, do I have enough to make 12 twine? Go to our twine, and we do. So we want to craft 10, 11, 12. And we already have our 100 wood, thankfully. Okay, so now we can place a wooden box, and so I'm just going to place it right in front of this window. If I can get it to place right. There. Since we have the box placed, now it tells us to put something in there, which we'll gladly do. So we're going to throw in the bones, fangs, hide, bugs, seeds. What else do we have? Aloe leaves, more seeds, putrid meat, yellow lotus. Get all of that put in there. Go ahead and put in the bone arrows, campfire. Just want to free up space in my inventory. I will go ahead and top that off and put the rest of those in there, so that at least frees up some space. So, and with that, we have completed the second journey for Survival Shelter. For the rewards, we get a survival kit, so we're going to go ahead and claim that. And on the Survivor, we're going to claim our rewards, which is supply materials. When I come in here for the supply materials, it gave us fiber, it gave us wood, and I believe it gave us some sticks or branches. For the survival kit, we get a torch, a new water skin, a rawhide bedroll, healing wraps, lasting feast, which I don't believe this... Oh, it expires in 5 hours. And here is where this consumable can give you a buff. So it gives you a carrying capacity of plus 45. We get aloe extract, which is used to heal. So it's very, very good. I'm going to go ahead and throw the torch, water skin, healing wrap, the feast, aloe extract in there, and that flat bedroll. I am going to place the raw... Oh, it did. It gave us another fiber bedroll, so put those there. But I'm going to place the rawhide bedroll here. So if I die, I'll respawn here and not someplace random. So we can either move it, return it to inventory, dismantle, interact, which really doesn't do it, just updates our spawn point, I think. So there we have it. We have completed 2 of the survival entries. The other ones we have are for warrior, archer, homesteader is unlocked. There's quite a few of these. Travel to the Isle of Sipta. We can do that some other time. But I think that's a good stopping point for now. So we've gone through, we've completed the first 2 survival journeys. We have some knowledge points to spend later on. I have 10 points. We will cover knowledge points on the next episode. Same thing for our attributes. I haven't filled those out. We'll discuss attributes on the next episode as well. So I hope you enjoyed the video. This will be a nice little series to play along with and learn as we go. And so if you liked the video, hit a like button. Oh, let me empty out. I'm over covered again, so let me empty out some fiber. That can be quite hefty. Okay, there we go. Still over encumbered. All the fiber can go. So if you like the video, hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to follow the channel. And I plan to put a video out at least once every week or 2. So I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you. Have a good one.